Hello guys, my name is TheRussianBadger and welcome back to Bad Company Tuesday. And I'm quite excited because I just had a wonderful meal of... I had whole wheat penne with some spaghetti sauce. And then I also had chocolate ice cream and I finished it off with a sandwich, just arbitrarily. I have one of these friends that calls them witches, and he goes crazy when he describes the sandwiches. He goes like, roast beef and some lorries on that witch, all these seasonings. And he makes my sandwiches sound a lot better than they actually are, but I think they taste better after he tells me exactly the ingredients that I've added. It's like, oh, you can have a sandwich of roast beef, mayonnaise, and lettuce, and it's not really that good, but then when he rhymes out the ingredients, some lorries on that witch, some roast beef, it sounds and it tastes a lot better. But you thought that, okay, they all thought I couldn't quickscope, right? It's essentially like, they don't think it'd be like it is, but it do. And I, saying that out loud, it doesn't make any sense. He couldn't tell, Steve right there, couldn't tell if I was the Bush or the Bushmonster. He couldn't tell which bush I was in. I quickscope one and right in the face for the triple kill. That's just... They all thought I couldn't quickscope. And you know what? You might think that I can't quickscope, but in reality, I can't quickscope. It doesn't work. But this is... And yet again, he just couldn't see me. He thinks I'm a bush. And this is essentially a tutorial as to how you Bushmonster. It's not that difficult, but you have to sort of... It has to be in every ounce and every fiber of your being. You have to be a Bushmonster. You have to pretend that you are literally a piece of foliage running around with a deadly weapon that will kill somebody in one shot with, is it 12 meters? I can't exactly remember Bad Company 2. Steve is firing at me, so I fire a warning shot, which I miss. I hit the other guy. I hit Steve once right in his... He's got such a meaty belly from all those roast beef sandwiches. Just, oh, I knew I was gonna die, but I made the logical decision. I knew I couldn't probably outrun the blast radius of his grenade, so I decided to whatever, scope in and try to get the kill anyways. Because I knew I was dead. Whether I run or whether I scope in to try to get Steve, I'm dead either way, so might as well try to get Steve. But yet again, like I said, he eats so many roast beef sandwiches. It's like the United States military should set that as some sort of a hallmark. Eat as much as you can because your own bulletproof vest is not... I wouldn't say that having a large belly is necessarily the equivalent of Kevlar, but I think it certainly helps. Just, what saved me from dying, Doc? Oh, it's probably the fact that you're obese and you slowed the bullet with all your jelly. So I get Steve in the face, just once. Don't do it, young blood! Why are you stationary? And... okay, oh, Steve for the triple kill. Oh man, those are 3 shots that I should not have actually hit. Like I said, you guys will notice that I don't excel, okay? I'm gonna say it outright. I don't really I couldn't quite see the Bushmonster from this distance, but you can tell that I don't excel at quickscoping. It's not something that you inherently look at while you're watching me and you're just, wow, that guy is really good at whatever he's trying to do there. You don't have that observation, and it's pretty obvious that you don't. It's one of those things where he probably hits maybe 30% of his shots, and the 30% of those shots, at least half of those are body shots, so I'm not impressed by any means. However, that does not discourage me because I haven't... There's like a fun factor. There's such an amazing amount of fun that you can have while using a sniper rifle to quickscope in Battlefield Bad Company 2. Granted, yes, I know you're going to call me a catfish for using the SV98, which is arguably the best rifle for quickscoping in Bad Company 2. However, I just felt like being Sergeant Enigma today. I know that we can never be Sergeant Enigma because he's Sergeant Enigma. I think that's almost goes without saying. But we can all pretend. I think we can all pretend. And it ended up like this. They all rush the left side, which happens oftentimes in terms of Laguna Presa. Everybody's either trying to be a bush on the left flank, and okay, this is another thing that I would like to speak about. Yes, I got him there, and there's more guys creeping along here. So Steve versus Milos. Oh, got Steve, and get him with a pistol, and Steve number 2. Steve, oh look, give me a false alarm, Dustin, give me a damn shot with Steve. Okay, there we go. That completes another triple kill. I don't know if you guys consider these to be triple kills. I guess I sort of consider them to be triple kills. They're like, oh man, Badger, if you killed 3 people and Steve gets it in the face again. It's pure luck. And I'll explain sort of my rationale in terms of how I use sniper rifles in just a second. And yet, like I said, I don't know if it's quite triple kills. I don't know if this is too much or there's too much time in between when I kill one guy to the next guy to the next guy. But I like to think logically that if I kill 3 people in a somewhat rapid succession, then I can label it a triple kill. I'm not sitting up here saying, running riot, kill-tacular, but I feel as if I should be, despite the fact I never kill more than 3 people in Bad Company 2. Multi-kills are pretty rare, if you ask me, and this is one where, oh baby, right in the pelvis. I was gonna say the chest blade, but that's right in the pelvis, and that's one of those ones where I knew that I was going to kill that guy. That is very, very rare for me. Most of the time, and you'll see very early on, like the first, I think is the second guy that I killed in the entire game. And this is what I get a lot, at least I've experienced in terms of quickscoping, and yet again, I don't know if you guys are morally against quickscoping, if you really don't like the whole idea of using a sniper rifle aggressively, I do apologize. But this Bushmonster, don't sneak up on me. This Bushmonster, man, don't creep up on me, mister. Don't do it, young blood. Oh, the no-scope. Okay, so what I wanted to say is that there's this very weird dynamic that I have in terms of sniper rifles. Oftentimes when I think I'm dead on accurate and I'm going to kill the guy, there's a hit marker, and I'll speak about running or killing targets on the move in just a second here. So the first piece of C4 is kind of like, second piece of C4, skadoosh, and then we get the guy. I didn't quite get the second guy because I knew there was a second guy there due to the motion mine that I had out. That's the sort of beeper ball. I don't know if you want to call it a pokeball. It's the green thing that you throw out that basically says, hey yo dog, we got enemy over on the, like, he basically shouts out locations for you. And thank you Bushmonster for bailing me out over here. Somehow this Bushmonster, I don't know if he picked up on an assault rifle, he was using the G3 or something, maybe it's the VSS, but it was just a case where for the first time in history a Bushmonster actually helps you out. And I ain't even mad though. Oh, I got the Bushmonster before I died, so I ain't even slightly mad. But this gives me sort of a period of time to round out my thinking in terms of sniper rifles and quickscoping. Okay, like I said, you will see a lot of these shots that I take, and you'll notice it seems like oftentimes I feel as if I have my crosshairs or my reticle dead on, right on Carl's face, and I don't hit him. But then oftentimes it happens the complete opposite way, where it's, okay, I sort of dragged it. I didn't think I was quite on him. I thought I was too far ahead of him, and I still got the kill. You will notice that happens a lot in terms of quickscoping in Bad Company 2. It's just times when you think, when you know when you pull the trigger, totally worth it, Steve. Totally worth it. Despite the fact I blew myself up, I got to see Steve like ragdoll for a split second. I'm pretty sure Milos chuckled as well. So I think that's totally worth it. But that's something that you'll definitely notice, is that there will be times, and we all know that feeling as soon as you pull your trigger with the SV98, oftentimes there's a good probability in your brain, and you sort of say to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna hit that guy. I have definitely struck that guy with my bullet. And there's other times where you just say, no, I don't think, I'm not confident that's gonna kill him. And oftentimes it's the opposite of what you think it is. It's, you fire, you think you're not gonna kill him, and then, oh look, popped up 50 points, killing an enemy. And then there's other times where you feel as if your reticle's dead on, right in the guy's face, and you don't end up hitting him. That's something that you just have to live with in Bad Company 2. Okay, so the first piece of C4 went a little astray. That's not what I want. Skadoosh, that's exactly what I wanted. That catfish was just sitting in that corner. Obviously, I knew he was going to stay there because, okay, thinking about it from his perspective, which is always good to do, don't do it too much, but I think, Wesley, snipes! And I was going to go ahead and throw some C4, but then I decided to throw a motion mine, and then I detonated it, and then C4 didn't explode. That just seemed like a lapse in mechanics. Good thing there was no enemies there, otherwise I would have been dead. I don't know if I was managing my keys correctly, but that was just a sequence where I was not pressing the right buttons, and I'm really glad there was no enemies to shoot me in the face. And I put out a motion mine to make sure that I can see any of the people or the enemies or the gentlemen above me on the cliffs. However, I don't have any grenades left, and I also don't have any C4 left, so I can't throw anything. I can't throw up like a little pickle surprise up there with some C4 because obviously you have none left. I usually run lightweight just because I think it's a little bit more convenient and you can run around. because gotta go fast. I don't know if that's a complete justification for getting the lightweight in terms of Bad Company 2. Why do you use the lightweight instead of the ammo, instead of the extra explosives? Gotta go fast. Okay, that makes sense in the tribe's way of logic or thinking. But anyways, I'd like to say that I really do. Oh man, that's Humpty Dumpty had a big fall, man, and that's yet another body shot. I almost said buddy shot, like I just shot a buddy. No, but it's a body shot. I know this is what I picture. I picture those of you that are really experienced veterans in terms of the SV98 and Bad Company 2. Every time I get oh, I got him directly in the face. That was a nice headshot. That's yet again. It's something that's more difficult, but every time that I get a body shot, I picture you, Bad Company 2, SV98, MLG Pros, just sitting at your desk and just cringing. Like, what a... Body shots, 2013, what a pleb tier Bad Company 2 recon. Okay, so another thing that I would like to say is that if you want to get the easiest shots, or I want to say the shots with the highest probability, and like I said, okay, this is something that I want to emphasize. MLG Trick Shots in the chat just said something that is very important. We should not be condoning or promoting tobacco use. I don't know how that came out of the chat conversation, but one final point that I'd like to make is that if you're starting out quickscoping like I am, and you're not all that accurate, something that, oh, Steve, right in the face, but one thing that will definitely help you out is that it is much easier to shoot a target that is coming towards you because they're running in a straight linear fashion, and you don't really have to move your crosshairs all that much compared to a guy on the move, like running in a direction that is not towards you. They're a little bit harder to hit, and you probably noticed that throughout the entire video. Excuse me, but that's probably my advice for those that are starting out. When an enemy is running directly at you, it is much easier to just scope in really quickly, just try to get him roughly in the center of your screen and pull the trigger, but if he's running in a certain direction, it takes a little bit longer to acquire that skill as to how far ahead of him you should shoot, you know, where exactly his head hitbox is and things of that sort. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching and tolerating my 42% accuracy with the SV98. I don't know if... Oh, yeah. Actually, that's not too bad if you ask me, but I'm just doing it for fun because I'm really pretty terrible with sniper rifles. But I want to thank you guys very much for watching. For your bonus clip, it's going to be a highlight of the live stream that we had on Saturday night, including me noping out of my pants when I played Slender. But I will see you guys on Friday. Auf Wiedersehen und bis bald und... Figure!
No, like a coursing river with all the strength of a great typhoon. This is not happening. I'm getting this right here, alright? We're already on a run. Can't run. We're good. We're good. We're... Nope. Why, man? I always get to 4 or 5. What? This is so silly. Why?
Alright, I'm going to sleep.
I don't even know how I feel about this.
Say goodnight, Badger.